I want you to imagine I'm in Crete, come away from this lovely little beach with my family. We get into our hire car and we start driving away. And my wife says to me, there's the guy who sold us that wonderful honey. She said, because we'd been there the year before. She said, it was fabulous honey, let's get another jar. In fact, it was so good, let's get 2 jars. Now, Natasha, my eldest daughter, she's in the car, and she says, can we get a jar for Luke, who was then her boyfriend? I didn't really like Luke. But we've got to get a jar for Luke as well. So I'm up to 3 jars. My mother is in the car as well, and she says, oh, I like honey too. So she wants a jar, so 4 jars of honey. So I get out, and I go over, and this very simple Greek farmer, he is selling bananas, olive oil, and honey. And each jar of honey, normal size jar, €8. And I said, could I have 4 jars, please? And he says, sure, that's €32. Can I have a discount? No. Come on. 4 jars of honey, surely you can give me a discount? That's €32. This is a lot of money, surely. Come on, you can give me a discount. He said, no discount. He said, let me explain. He said, Greek honey is the best honey in the world. Crete honey is the best honey in Greece. This honey, and he took the lid off and he said, smell this. This is thyme honey. And he tilted the jar and it moved so slowly. It was very viscous and I could smell the thyme. He said, this is the best honey on Crete. He said, that makes this the best honey in the world. €32. So I gave him the €32 and I walked back to the car and I was thinking, what is it that this kind of so-called simple Greek farmer does that my clients find so difficult? So let's have a look at some of the things. First thing is he held his price. And I want to go back and look at each of these. But top line, he held his price. How well do you hold your price? The second is he understood value. And something one of the previous speakers talked about, which is differentiation. Are you differentiated? And the third is that he did it with confidence. And the reason that's important is that quite often when our price is being challenged, we feel like we're being attacked, so we get defensive about it. So let's go back and have a think about each of those. The first one is, let's look at price. Price is the number one lever to improve your profitability. So say McKinsey's, Harvard Business Review, and Chris Merrington. It's the number one lever. If you don't get your price right, then it makes everything else really difficult. You end up having to run faster and faster and faster. Get your price right. And yet what our clients do is that they love telling us how expensive we are. Quick show of hands, whose clients love telling them how expensive they are? Yeah? Only on this side of the room. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Clients love telling us how expensive we are. And actually from the business-to-business research that I've seen, a number of studies looking at what is the ranking of price, typically it's number 3 or number 4. Is it always number 3 or 4? No. Sometimes it'll be number 1, and that's when you're selling a commodity. You do not want to be selling a commodity. What you need to understand is what are those other factors that are important to my client over and above pure price?